Well, as you might imagine, producers are always keeping an eye on what's going on in Washington, D.C., and at the state level, that might have an impact on them.
And joining us now with some of the policy issues is Jordan Dux with the Nebraska Farm Bureau. Nice to have you here today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
another great day at Husker Harvest Days.
It is another beautiful day. Looking forward to a long day of looking around and chatting with folks. So
Yeah, kind of the
good.
big day here.
It is.
Isn't
It's going to be a big day.
So what are you seeing so far from folks on some of the national issues that producers are thinking about?
Yeah, certainly a lot of things that farmers and ranchers are thinking about as they come here, and obviously this is more of a time to look at things, but also issues always weigh heavy when you come out here at Husker Harvest Days. And when we chat with folks, obviously the cost of inputs is a big one, and as you walk around and see all the technology and all the things here, all of that has a pretty big price tag. And so farmers are thinking about that, and then also profitability, and so then that translates into what's happening in Washington, and that is trade and a whole host of other issues, farm bill and safety net and taxes and all those things that farmers and ranchers think about on really a daily basis.
Yeah, I know you keep an eye on all of that going on in D.C. With the Nebraska Farm Bureau, and one of the conversations that's going on is tariffs. What are you seeing with that? Are we seeing those having a positive or negative impact? What are you seeing with tariffs?
Yeah, so when it comes to agriculture and the impact of tariffs on farmers and ranchers, there are two different pieces. So you've got the trade side of things. We ship an awful lot of product out of Nebraska. We are the third largest agricultural complex. We export an awful lot of product out of the state of Nebraska to countries around the world. China's a very large purchaser of Nebraska soybeans. To date, China has really not been in the market for U.S. soybeans right now, and some of that is the trade dispute that's going on. And so certainly farmers are concerned about that. They're watching that very closely. And then on the other side, outside of exports, you have the import side of things, and a lot of the inputs that Nebraska farmers and ranchers utilize come from overseas, whether it be chemical or fertilizer, and certainly there's some concern there. We've seen fertilizer prices quite a bit higher than where they were last year. Some of that you can say is tariffs, some of that you can say is demand, but ultimately I think the administration is trying to certainly shake things up in the world of trade. Farmers and ranchers, I think what we continue to say very clearly is find us new markets. Find us new markets for agricultural products, and also reduce those trade barriers. And if the president can do that, largely I think from an agricultural standpoint, we'll stand with him and see what he wants to do on that front. But continue to find those new markets for our products. We produce so much in this state. We need to find places for it to go. And so we need to find those new markets. And if we can break down barriers that really prevent those products from going into foreign countries, all the better there as well.
Okay. Commodity prices for things like corn are down,
Yeah.
so what's the outlook for that?
I think from our standpoint, the agricultural safety net that was a part of the One Big Beautiful Bill, the reconciliation package, that was important. Some needed updates for crop protection tools that farmers have that try to allow a farmer not necessarily to make a profit, but to get them into the next year. That was included in that, and so from our standpoint, that was positive. A good big piece of the Farm Bill was included in that bill, but we still have more work to do on that front. There's more Farm Bill work that needs to be done, and we'll see what Congress does there. The other topic that we really have kind of has increased in the past 24 hours, the White House released its new Make America Healthy Again, the policy recommendations. The MAHA report came out yesterday, and certainly we've been very interested in that conversation, just given that connection between the food that people eat and obviously for farmers and ranchers and how we produce it, the crop protection tools and some of those things that they rely on really to bring that food to market. Certainly a big topic of conversation. The administration, I think, listened to farmers and ranchers, and this new report that came out yesterday, far more positive from our standpoint, protecting some of those things and really leading with science, which has been our message from the very beginning in this conversation.
Okay.
All right.
And real quickly, where can people find you here at Husker
Yeah,
Harvest
we're
Days?
right on Main Street. Certainly look forward to seeing everyone. Stop by the booth. If you're a Farm Bureau member, they can grab their free pair of gloves. We have leather gloves available, and if you're not a member, join. We also have free snow cones for everyone. That's always a very popular thing as well.
Perfect. All right, Jordan, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.